Hey, what's up, you guys? Happy Monday evening. Another happy post game.
Yeah.
What do you even say? How you doing tonight, brother, by the way?
You know what? I'm good, Kevin. You know why? Because as a Jet fan, I should have, and I kind of thought this was coming when we talked yesterday. This is what we should expect. Like next year, when the season starts, it doesn't matter who coaches us. We should just say to ourselves, you know what? Let's expect the worst. And if we get something palatable, we'll be happy.
Hmm.
Because every year, or at least the last 2 or 3 years, we went in here thinking that this was going to be a good team. This was going to be a team that's going to make us proud to wear our jerseys, and young fans are going to flock to us. And, you know, instead, we're a laughing stock, not only in football, Kevin, in my opinion, in all of sports. Because when you're about to go 15 years without making the playoffs, that's disgusting. That's disgusting.
I'm sitting here like I can't even be mad. I'm not even mad anymore. I mean, I was mad yesterday. I'm mad when our ridiculous excuse for a field goal kicker that why he's still on the team is beyond me.
And Kevin, think about it.
And
Think
I mean,
about it.
don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, the guy's had a great career and everything, but the dude, I
Had.
think it's over.
Had. The key word there is had, Kevin. You know what? When you play sports, when you play on a team, it's what have you done for me now? Not what have you done for me lately? He's again, like you always said, Gibson's been living off of that one kick return, and we both think he's a better practice squad player. Even that touchdown yesterday almost looked like,
Like he
there
was
are
going to
certain,
drop it
you
or
know what?
something. Yeah.
The Jets have to stop showing loyalty to guys just because they've been here 2, 3, 4 years. But I guess when you suck, you gotta hope to keep guys here. So you keep them around longer than you should.
And I mean, everybody's killing the quarterback for yesterday. He had a good game, decent, good enough to
Yeah,
win. He
yeah,
he
yeah,
led down the field and scored a damn touchdown and
yeah,
took the lead. Defense shit the bed.
yeah, yeah. And that play, I don't know if you saw it that I texted to you. It shows you what kind of guy Sauce is. He's not who
Mhm.
we think he is.
Like I said, it looked like me playing on that play.
Yeah, I know, I know.
Yeah.
He is not. I wish I was more computer savvy because I would love to show everybody the play if they haven't seen it. What a whiff. What a whiff at either a tackle or an interception. He should have got both, but instead he just whipped it
Totally
like he
like
was afraid.
uncoordinated looking
Yeah,
and yeah.
yeah. Now, Kevin, listen to this stat that I saw today. The Jets scored 20 plus points
Hmm.
yesterday,
Yeah, there you
committed
go.
zero turnovers, and
Yep.
held the opponent to under 250 yards of offense.
I
Do
know where
you
you're going. I know where you're going with this.
do you know from 1940 teams who did that are 756 and 0. Now they're 756 and 1 because the Jets fucking shit the bed because they didn't do what 756 other opponents did. That's fucking disgusting.
No,
Disgusting.
it's typical though, man. It's typical.
Disgusting.
I mean, the quarterback was 17 for 23, 233 yards and two touchdowns.
Yeah.
Your running back had 80 yards.
Yeah.
Your number one, your number one receiver was over 100 yards.
Yeah. 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 And you know what, Kevin? I'm sorry. This has nothing to do. I almost, you know what, Kevin? I never thought I would say this, but this organization does this. I almost feel for Hassan Reddick. This team wanted him here. They finally got him here, and he saw 10 snaps. 10 snaps.
Pitch count, pitch
Count. All he's gonna do is
count.
like a bull. Your job is go after the quarterback. On defense, especially a defensive end, never should be on a pitch count. Never should be on a pit. Not when our season is on the line.
And you left 4 points on the field. 4 points on the field.
Yeah.
You got to get a different kicker in here. Why is this guy still on the team?
I think because, like I said, loyalty. These guys come here, we suck, and we feel the need to honor their 2 or 3 year contract, whatever it is.
I
Do
mean,
you know,
okay.
Kevin? Hold on a second. Do you?
Last year, I'll give him the credit. Last year he killed. I mean, and that's another thing. All I hear is, well, we had a better record with Zach last year than we do with Rogers this year at this time. Okay, because Zerline nailed everything he kicked.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It wasn't because of Zach. It was
Mm.
because the field goal kicker made field goals.
Yep. Agree. Agree. Agree 100%.
I mean,
Which
he
brings
was
me,
one of the best kickers in the league last
yep.
year.
Which brings me to another, since you brought up Greg Zerline. Greg Zerline has missed the most field goals this year in the league. Okay? He's
So there
missed
you
six
go.
field goals, which is the most in the NFL. He's 9 for 15 with field goals and 12 for 13 with PATs. And the kid that we had in camp, Siebert, who now kicks for the Commanders, is 24 for 25. Yeah. And he was in our camp, and we cut him for Greg the Leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Greg the Leg,
who
my
knew you could
ass.
suck like this? I saw some people saying, "What is he on the take
Yeah. Oof. Oof.
to miss like this?" I mean,
Evan,
some of them it looks like you're trying to miss.
Evan, what I'm so aggravated about is, and listen, this team isn't great, but they would have learned, they would have been building. Can you imagine if we won these 3 games that Zerline shit the bed? We'd be
Yeah.
5-3 going into Thursday
Yes.
night and pumped as all hell. That stadium would have been rocking Halloween night. That crowd would have
Yes.
been electric.
Oh, they're going to be rocking. Okay. All right. If there's anybody there, you know what there's going to be? There's going to be Texan fans.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know in the last 5 games before the Patriots beat us coming into this game, the Patriots were outscored by 70 some odd points, 142 to 63.
Ridiculous. Come on, it's ridiculous.
Is this
Ridiculous.
team always? How come this Jet team is
Jacoby,
always the butt?
Jacoby
Why does?
Brissett.
Yeah,
Jacoby Brissett. What?
but Kevin, let me tell you something. I wonder what the final score would have been if Drake May stayed in the game because he was really letting them have it. He
Mhm.
was running all up and down the field. A matter of fact, that was the first rushing touchdown this season for a quarterback, and it came against the Jets, like always. Everything comes against the fucking Jets. Everything.
And at the
Everything.
hands of the Pats, no less. Right?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
The 1-6 Pats.
Yeah. And
Embarrassment.
the kid who's kicking lights out for the fucking Redskins, you decided to get rid of because you owed loyalty to Greg the Leg. It's more like Greg the Broken Leg now.
How can he be your kicker on Thursday night? How?
Because it's a short week, Kevin. That's going to be the saving grace for Greg Zerline 1 more week. It's a short week because they're bringing in kickers tomorrow. Unless someone is so lights out and they're done with Greg, then they'll bring someone in. But you'll
You,
see.
you're kicking the ball through the goalpost. I mean, I don't know.
You
Did you
lost.
did you start doing it yesterday?
Yeah. You lost 3 games in a league where every win is crucial by
Yes.
1 point to Denver, 3 points to
Yep.
Buffalo, and 2 points yesterday. And here's the other fucking thing. Like, this guy is so bad that even after we tried to do the 2 point conversion and got the stupid fucking delay of game, which is killing me with this delay of game shit, and we had to back it up to the 7 yard line. We still went for the 2 point conversion instead of going for the sure
Well,
extra
what
point
did I?
because they have no faith in this bum.
Roger said that was on him. The delay. He said he did it on. I don't know.
All right, Kevin, whether he said it was on him or not, the point being that if you don't have, once that penalty happens, you got to go for the extra point. It's a chip
Yes,
shot. It's a 22-yarder, 23-yarder from the seven. If you can't make that, and the fact that they don't have confidence in him to do that,
unreal, unreal, unreal.
even after the penalty, they went for the two because they got no faith in him. And if they don't have any faith in him, why was he even dressed?
What kind of kicker misses an extra point? How do you miss an extra
Seriously.
point? It's what you do. It's
Well,
what
even in
you
extra
do.
points, he's not perfect this year. He's 14 for 15 or whatever it is. I just read the number.
You practice all week. I don't understand. I don't get it.
And you know what,
Kicking,
Kevin?
kicking the ball.
Yeah, that's all you do. That's all your job
That's what
is.
I'm saying. That's what
And
I'm
you know
saying.
what, Kevin? I understand this is football and let the players play, but I'm so sick of a Jet team that sucks donkey balls making a quarterback sack or knocking the ball away and having to dance. Like you're losing. You're a laughing stock. Stop dancing. Enough. Like I had enough of, and I know it's part of the game and whatever, and everyone does it now. But like I'm tired of a 2-6 team dancing. Yeah,
No, there
yeah,
ain't nothing. There ain't nothing to
yeah.
dance about.
Steve's
Ain't nothing
got
to
nothing
dance
to
about.
fucking dance about.
Unreal, man.
And here's a
Unreal.
funny stat for you. Here's a funny stat. This was one of the games I said to you I was enjoying college football more. This was one of the games I had my eye on, not as closely as the Penn State game. Here's a stat for you. This year in MetLife, right? Notre Dame played one game this year in MetLife through 7 touchdown passes. The Jets in 3 games at MetLife have 5 touchdown passes. I got one better for you. The Giants in 4 games have one. We can't blame MetLife as being cursed because Notre
No,
Dame came in and put 7
no.
touchdowns on the
Listen, it's
board.
the damn team. It's the
Yeah,
damn team.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, yeah.
The
I'm
ghost.
sorry, I
The
had it wrong. Hassan Reddick was in 8 snaps. 8 snaps. How is he in 8 snaps? And I know you keep saying pitch count, but he's a defensive end. Fuck the pitch count. His job was just to go attack all day long.
every week it's something different. It goes around. It goes around in a circle. They take turns every week. It's somebody different. Special teams, interceptions, missed tackles, non tackles.
Let me ask you something. And I should have looked it up before we came on. How many turnovers do we have this year? Do we
Yeah,
have three? Four? Do we?
I don't know.
Do we have an interception? Does anyone on this team have an interception?
I I think there might be one or two, but it doesn't not anything that stands out to me.
If it doesn't stand out, then we mustn't have any because I can't call who would have the interception. Who would have the
Eh,
turnover?
I don't know. Eccles or
Yesterday, the
something.
ball was out. Sauce didn't even realize it.
Adams. One of them guys might
Maybe.
have one. Yeah.
And you know, another guy we're really missing, and now you're starting to see it, is Chuck Clark. But he's another Teflon.
Yep. Can't stay
Can't
on the
bring him
field,
back
man.
next year.
Can't.
Even if he was good for 3 or 4 games, we can't risk guys going down on it. Now he's only on the IR, right? He's not out all season. He's supposed to technically be back this weekend.
Should have gone after Jamal.
Oh yeah, please. Please. You asked me, I think it was you who asked me, what's Joe Douglas's record as a GM? Here
Yeah.
it is. You ready? You
Yeah.
ready?
Bring it. I
29 and 62. 29 and
fan,
62. That's the
fantastic.
Jets' record over 5 years with Joe Douglas.
Fantastic.
29 and 62.
And
29 and 62.
again, everybody's killing the owner. Okay. You the guy he said go spend, bring in talent.
Yeah.
It's up to the coaches and everybody else to make it work and the
Now,
players.
Kevin, I never been a Woody Johnson fan, and I
No,
don't
me
make any
neither.
bones
Absolutely,
about it.
absolutely not.
But why is everybody killing him?
I
Because he
don't know.
fired Salah? Because he fired him
I
after
mean,
5 games and the team really went into the shitter?
I mean, these are supposed to be grown men. What are you're not playing on purpose? I mean, I don't know. It's stupid.
Yeah. I'm just not following. Like why? Like
The guy,
and I'll
the
go
guy
ahead.
needed to go. Come on, the team. How many Sundays did we watch where this, not just this team, but last year, the year before, this team wasn't ready to play on Sunday. How
No,
many?
or in prime time. Never in prime
Yes,
time under this Salah.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Kevin. But I think the one mistake Woody made was not doing this at the end of season 3
Hmm.
instead of doing it in week 5. Okay. Now the other problem I have, not so much with Woody, which Albright, I think, he talked about it today, and I didn't watch it. I just saw someone told me. Uh, they asked him why didn't he promote someone to be defensive, to be the defensive coordinator. He said he thought about it, but he's going to stick with doing it. Ulbrich, it's not working with you. This team is so bad under the last 3 weeks with you. 26, 37, and 25 points. That's what this defense has given up in the last 3 games.
Listen, how do you let Jacoby Brissett come down the field with 2 minutes left? How do you do it? How do you do it?
You know what, Kevin? Here's what I'm going to say to you. This is how you do it.
To
No
some receiver they got from who knows
booty,
where. Yes.
booty, booty, tooty booty.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'll say this
Listen.
again, Kevin. I'll say this again. This is why I don't know if he got his bag of money, Quentin Williams, and he retired, but there's no pass rush. There is no pass rush. This is a 3 minute drill. We should have been all up in their face. And here's the other thing, Kevin. How many times on 3rd and 9, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 11, 12, number, and they're going to get first downs?
Hmm. Insane. And I mean, in that moment, can you put some kind of spy or something on Brissett
Something,
as he runs 12 yards on 3rd and 9?
something.
Holy shit. What was the
And I'm
one with
sorry.
what was the one with the three offensive linemen on the one side, and there's nobody there, and he just takes off.
Yeah, yeah. And Kevin, I'm sorry. When a guy named Oliver and Mills, who you signed over the practice squad, is better than a Sauce or a Ashton Davis, who I know who was in concussion protocol. Nothing, Sauce, I know they're not. But why is Ashton Davis still on this team? Now, I get it, he was in concussion. He had nothing to do with yesterday. But here's another guy that I don't understand how he makes this team. He brings nothing to the table. To see this Oliver and this Bernard Converse and what happened to what's his name, Stiggers? We all thought this kid was going to be the real deal. We don't see him at all. Yet he's never on the
Once in a
practice squad.
special team sometimes,
Yeah,
maybe.
you
Yeah,
know, he's
big
supposed
deal.
to be a cornerback. He tore
Yeah,
it up in the Canadian Football League.
yeah.
Football is football.
No,
Give him a shot.
no,
I don't get it. Why are these guys on the team? Why do they make a 53-man roster if we can't play them? If
I
they
don't
can't
get it.
step up to quote Belichick and do the job, next man up.
And I mean, I'm watching these our wide receivers. These are supposed to be top shelf wide receivers we have. They can't get open.
Oh, every play is contested. It's
And
nail
and
biting.
and everybody say, "Oh, Rodgers is holding the ball too long," because they can't get open.
Now, Kevin, I'm going to agree with you, but you know what? I'm at the point with Rodgers that he may be hurt. Okay.
Oh,
And
yeah, absolutely.
I said to
Can't
you,
move.
I said to you, in such a short week, why didn't they try Taylor
Hmm.
against the Patriots? Because he could run.
Did you hear the player from New England?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that something wrong. He's not right. He's not. It's
No,
not the same. It's not the
exactly.
same guy. Yeah.
And you know what, Kevin? Every team is going to hear that comment from here on in, and they're just going to blitz his ass. Nothing against
Mhm.
Rodgers until this O-line shows they could pick it up.
Yeah.
And right now they
Yep.
can't. Brian Baldinger, if you look on X, he had two clips how in one play,
Mhm.
Rodgers had Conklin wide open and didn't throw it, but the pass rush, three offensive linemen blocking one dude.
Mhm.
Why is this O-line coach still around? Isn't his ass fired?
And
See,
guys just coming through the gap, running free
yeah,
at him.
yeah.
Yeah.
The problem is that Albright is going to be true to the old line coach because they all came in together. He had no problem demoting Hackett's ass right away, but no one else got demoted. No one else got promoted. He's going to be the head coach and defensive coordinator. And this team, the last 3 weeks, sucks balls on the defense.
Did you see the one with the three offensive linemen downfield on the screen pass?
Yeah, yeah, it's disgusting. It's disgusting.
What? And they all go spread out like they don't even, and they're like looking around like they don't even know what they're doing.
Disgusting. Disgusting.
Oh shit. You can't make it up. So where I mean, can you believe they're a 1.5 favorite Thursday night?
I think it's because Houston is missing two key players.
Yeah, Diggs, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and someone else.
Yeah.
And listen, I understand DJ Reed. God love him. I wish we had 53 of him on defense because he's the only one who looks like that comes to play. And I understand Morgan Moses trying to say that you just have to win one and a roll could happen. You could get on a roll. And I get all that, Kevin, but there's no way, not because it's the Jets,
11-6. I know.
not because it's the Jets, for any team to win nine in a row in this league is
Yeah.
incredible. It's
Yeah.
incredible to do. It is hard to do. I understand the Chiefs right now are 7-0, but believe me, one or two losses is coming. You want the Jets, who can't get out of their own way, go 9-0?
Yeah. With a quarterback that can't move,
Yeah, yeah.
you
So
gotta
when do
move
you
in this
bench
league.
him,
You
Kevin?
gotta you gotta move in this league. You gotta be able.
Exactly. Exactly. So if they lose tomorrow, in all honesty, on Thursday, if they lose on Thursday night, and I know they won't because he's the GOAT, he's the Hall of Famer, blah, 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 but they gotta bench him. Gotta bench him. But they're not. They're gonna ride this miserable shit out. And like someone else said to me, you know what'll happen? Down the stretch, they'll win 3 or 4 games and we'll wind up picking 13th and we
Mhm.
won't even get a fucking rookie quarterback. We won't get
Fourth
a
right
fucking
now. Right
fourth
now,
right now.
fourth.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
4 field goals away. 4 field goals away from being 5-3 and controlling our own destiny and having a good fucking raucous crowd on Halloween night. That stadium would have been electric. Five and
Listen,
three. Especially since Miami lost yesterday, they would have been 2-6, just like us. But if we were 5-3, we wouldn't even have to look at Miami. Miami would have been done. And us
unreal.
two, like schmucks, took Miami yesterday.
Yeah, I know. I know. I know. I mean, I'm sitting here, you don't even know what to say. What do you say anymore? Where do you go for a coach? Because Ulbrich ain't it, right?
Want to know, Kevin? I saw somebody post a name today. And as much as this coach is probably a jerk off for what he said and what somebody said, how about bringing
I
in
know.
fucking John Gruden?
Gruden. Yeah, Gruden.
Because he's just crazy enough to take this job and knock some sense into this friggin' team.
Bring in Chucky.
Yeah. I don't even want to go there because of all the bullshit he's in with his nasty language and whatever he said out there to the public.
I
But
told
you need
I told you the other day who I'd love to see come back.
I know you said Rex. A lot of fans want him. A lot of fans, that ship has sailed. I don't know where I am with Rex right now. I think that ship has sailed, but I'm so desperate. I'm willing to say, give him a fucking interview. Give him a shot. See what coaching staff he could put together. Because, Kevin, I don't know if the next young coach could handle this organization with this floppiness, with this sloppiness, with this media market, with this fan base. I don't know. Even if you got the kid from Detroit, who everyone loves as an offensive genius, I don't know if he could handle this for the first time.
You got to get somebody in here that's going to demand respect from day one.
Yeah.
And
Woody Johnson.
yeah.
Woody Johnson, reach out to Bill Powers' wife. She's a Jet fan. Tell her to tell him whatever he wants, he gets. He wants $40 million a year, he gets $40 million a year. I will give the man anything to help me out. Someone even told me, someone brought up the point the other day that I think it was back in the 70s, the Giants was such a bad organization. The NFL brought in guys to help get this organization back to prominence. Why don't they do that for us? Because we're not only a laughing stock in the NFL, Kevin, we're a laughing stock all around the league, in every league, every
Somebody,
team.
and I heard somebody say, plead with Belichick, beg him. What do you, the hell out of here? No
13
Belichick,
years,
no
11
Belichick,
years,
no
12
Belichick,
years,
no
13 years.
Belichick from me.
No, 15 years this team hasn't made the playoffs. Even the Sacramento Kings stopped their streak at 13. Even the Detroit Lions, I believe, stopped their streak at 11. And how about this? How about this for a real kick in the ass, all right? Cleveland Browns were in the same boat as we were. They
Mm-hmm.
bring in Jameis Winston yesterday. Uh, the coach decides to give the offensive play calling to someone else, and they beat the fucking Ravens 29-24. How do you like
Mm-hmm.
them friggin'
How do
apples?
you like that? Yep.
Jameis Winston came in and beat the Ravens 29-24, and the coach whose name is his out of my mind, I can't think of the coach for the Browns' name right now, decided that it was time to hand over play calling to someone else, and excuse me, and they won the goddamn game. They won the goddamn thing. They beat the Ravens, who, in my mind, is probably the second best team in the AFC,
Mm-hmm.
and they
Mm-hmm.
beat them.
Mm-hmm.
Jameis Winston.
I mean, right now, if you had to look at things, you'd say Chiefs Lions Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
At the
And do you
halfway.
know how much, Kevin, I want to see that? But you know how much that's going to hurt me? Because the Lions were in the same boat we were. And look what they've done in 3 years. Climbed the ladder. Every year got a little bit better. And we just sunk deeper and deeper into the ground. Deeper and deeper into the ground.
Management, coaching, starts at the top and comes down like we always say.
And people are screaming for Woody to sell this team. He's not selling this team. This is Johnson and Johnson. This is going to be passed down from everyone unless the league steps in and says, "Hey, Woody, you're in a major market, and we're not getting any love from this team. You got to sell this team, or let us help you rebuild this fucking team from the beginning, from scratch."
And I'm hearing people say, "Oh, start trading people, start trading everybody."
So then what? Next year, whoever quarterback we bring in throws
Can
to no
really
one.
can really suck, right? I've heard that maybe they even run it back with the with Rogers and Adams and a
Who's
different
the coach? But
and a
who's the
different
coach?
coaching staff. Yeah, and a
Who's the
different coaching
coach?
staff. Good question.
And then here's the other thing, Kevin. It's just something. We're all enamored with Joe D. Bled Joe D. I just read his record, 29 and 63 as a GM. Joe D swindles this one. Joe D swindles that one. Who has he brought on this team in the draft that you say, wow, that's a stud? Maybe,
Well,
maybe Garrett Wilson.
well, we did.
Maybe.
We said it on all three of them in the first year or two, right?
Yeah,
Wilson, Brees, and
yeah,
Sauce. We was like, wow, look at that. What a trio.
yeah. Now, Garrett Wilson is making the
Offensive
climb.
and defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, Garrett Wilson is making the climb. He's getting, him and
Right,
Rodgers is
right.
getting on page. Those plays
The other
yesterday.
two,
Yeah, those plays were nice yesterday. I don't know if Brees Hall is something's not right. Like I saw that play yesterday, he stopped like he didn't know, like if he heard a whistle. I just didn't. I understand he was trying to delay, but that play looked so cockeyed. I just didn't get what he was. It was almost like he couldn't get 5 more yards because he would have owed somebody money. Like he had to keep his yardage down. Like that play was so
like
asinine. Like I don't
was like
understand
he was
why he stopped like that.
it was like a Barry Sanders stop. But
Yeah.
you're not Barry
No,
Sanders.
yeah. Now I understand we're missing Jermaine Johnson on this defense, but
Yeah.
you know what? Again, you put in that friggin' Clemens. How many times this kid is not for this league? He's probably better off in the XFL. That he penalty again, another costly penalty on this Clemens. Why is he in the game? He does nothing.
Nothing. Nothing.
It was nice to see Braden McGregor out there for a few plays.
I just don't know how you let that guy come down the field yesterday. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, how you do it.
What was that final drive? 70 yards?
Yes.
3 minutes, 70 yards. Yeah.
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 Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
You know, Kevin, let me ask you a question. And it's only because you're a diehard. Because I'm also a diehard, but I'm starting to convince myself that maybe I shouldn't be. Are you tuning in? And I guess you will. It's a silly question. Are you tuning in Thursday night? Like, are you making it your business to
Of
make sure your
course.
ass is on the couch at eight
Of
o'clock to watch
course.
this game? Really, you're a good man. Because I don't know if I am. If I had younger kids,
Wow.
like if I had younger kids, I'd be out fucking trick or treating.
If I had
With
tickets, I would not be going.
okay. And there were a few years, and the reason why I say because this team is so bad, but there were a few years where my kids were young, especially under the Rex Ryan years, that I missed Halloween to see a Jet game when they were on if it was prime time.
If I
My
had
wife
tickets,
had
I
to
would have
take
sold.
them.
If I still had seasons, I would have sold them. And
I heard a couple.
if I had thought about going to the game, I sure as hell wouldn't be going.
I,
Now,
I heard a couple.
will I watch it on TV? Absolutely.
Don't get me wrong, Kevin. I probably will too. But let me tell you something. If there's a Halloween party and someone calls me this quick, come have a few drinks, I might go because it can't be any worse. Plus, you get to see everything off your phones now anyway. Just don't know if wasting have. I know we're 2-6, but can you imagine how we're gonna feel if we're up 27-24 and Stroud marches them down the field and they beat us 31-27 and I have to go to bed on a Thursday night at 11:40 with work the next day. How happy am I gonna be? Do I
Or
want to
if
put myself through that?
or if it's 26-24 Houston, and you know who misses the kick.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I want to put myself through that. I want to put myself through that.
A minute 40 left. Rogers brings them down the field to like the 26.
Yeah. Kevin, I
And
don't know.
he hits the post.
Doink,
Yeah,
doink,
yeah.
Greg the doink.
And stands there like,
Kevin, let me ask you a question. I don't think anyone in the history of football has ever seen a team run through their timeouts in 13 and a half minutes. That first half
I've
yesterday, we
listen.
used
I've
three timeouts
never,
in 13 and a half
I've
minutes.
never seen that before ever.
If I was Woody Johnson, you know, Woody, thinking is overrated. If Woody had both, he should have went right down there and said, you know what? Fuck out of here. You're not a coach. Get out. Get out. Anybody else has to be better than this. What is going on? Someone explain to me. Three timeouts in the first 13 and a half minutes.
You see things with this team you've never seen before. New and outrageous, insane ways to blow games. It's every fucking week. It's every week, man.
And you want to laugh. You want to laugh. Even with all the fucking penalties, the bullshit missed tackles, the bullshit delay of game. If Zerline would have hit 4 field goals in 3 games, we'd be 5-3 in second place in our division and fucking screaming our heads for this game Thursday night, and we'd be the talk of the town, and everyone will be talking about this game.
Yep. It's always something. It's always something.
Field goals is the reason why we're 2-6 instead of 5-3. 4 field goals.
Last
And if
year
you would have
with the
just hold on a second, if you would have just brought in a new kicker 2 weeks ago, you might have won yesterday's game and salvaged the season.
you brought kickers in, but you didn't do nothing. You didn't make a
Yeah,
move. Yeah.
yeah. And they're not making a move on a short week. They're not. They may tell somebody, stay patient. Let's see how Thursday goes. But I'd be very surprised, Kevin, in 24 hours, we hear the Jets have let Greg DeLay go and they brought in Jimbo
Well,
or whoever, put a
now
name there.
supposedly tomorrow they're bringing them to the stadium to try out.
Okay. Who they bringing? Did you hear names?
No, I did not hear names.
Okay. Very interesting. Let's see.
Yeah,
Let's
bring
see if
it.
in 20 it's what time is it? Hold on. It's 8:08. Let's see if in 24 hours or less we have a new kicker.
I
Because
found it.
if nothing is named in 24 hours, Kevin, you're not getting that. They're going to
No,
stick with
right.
Greg the Lake for one more week, and we could easily be 2-7, and then officially eliminated.
Mm-hmm. I found it interesting though that they were taking them to the stadium to try out
Okay.
rather than at Florham Park.
Okay. Again, Kevin, if there's no one
Want to see
signed
him
with the,
kick? Want to see him kick in those conditions
I
in the
guess,
stadium?
I
The
guess,
swirling wind. I don't know.
Kevin, all I'm saying is that if there's not a kicker signed in less than 24 hours, it's not happening with a Thursday
Mm-hmm.
game.
No. Oh, no way. No way. It's Tuesday already tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know.
For Albrecht to say he thought about promoting someone to do the defensive side of the ball, but decided against it. Are you fucking kidding me? This is what I'm saying, Kevin. And Rex Ryan said this, I believe, last week. Are you playing for the name on the back of your shirt or the name on the front of your shirt? Because let me tell you something. These are 53 guys on the team, all playing for the name on the back of their shirt. They're not playing as a unit.
Mm-mm.
Okay?
You got players. You don't have a team.
I saw 2 teams yesterday play as teams, all right? And that was the Chicago Bears, all right? And that was the Washington Commanders. Dan
See how
Quinn had that team. I understand new ownership, and that's what everyone's hoping happens with the Jets. But Dan Quinn is a coach, and you saw it yesterday. And let me tell you something. The Chicago coach, is that still Eberflus? Is he still their coach?
not sure.
Okay, whoever the head coach is there yesterday, in the beginning when everybody said, oh, Khalib's not the real deal, not the real deal. You know what? Khalib is coming around. Every week
You
he's
see how
getting
pissed off he
better.
was after that play at the end
Yeah,
of the game?
yeah. Every week, Kevin, this is what we asked for with Zach. Every week to get a little bit
A
better.
little bit
Strong
better.
defense, and he's getting better. They're 4-3. They're 4-3, the Bears. In the toughest division in the league, they're
Hmm.
4-3.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Meanwhile, we got a guy who's going to go to the Hall of Fame. Oh no, the way he's playing now, maybe they'll take his votes away. Who the fuck knows? And we're 2-6.
I'm not a fan of this guy, and I mean, but I happened to catch it last night after the game, Francesa's podcast.
I
I
heard you
said,
went off. I
I
don't
said,
listen to him anymore.
right, me neither. But I said, let me just check this out and see what he says.
What do you say? What do you have to say?
This rips. This franchise, this team destroyed Aaron Rodgers. How do you destroy Aaron Rodgers?
Hmm.
How do you do it? He says. Players come here and they forget how to play.
We've been saying that, Kevin. He's saying anything the normal Jet fan
Yes.
isn't screaming about.
Yes.
Another, how many penalties again yesterday? Another 8 or 9 penalties? When are
Yeah.
they going to get that right?
They come here. They're successful somewhere else. We pay them a lot of money to come here, and that's it. Their careers die till they stay a few years and they want out again. They get out and then they go somewhere and they're happy again and they
Yeah,
flourish again.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, let me ask you something. Again,
That fucking cloud.
well, the kid on the Commanders, Luvo, is that the Frankie Luvo that was with us who didn't make our squad, who's tearing it up with the Commanders now at linebacker?
I don't know. Good question.
Or is that his brother? Because I believe he has a brother in the league. I have to go look at the
Yeah.
Commanders roster.
Check that out. Wouldn't that another kick in
I
the head?
said to you, Kevin, I said to you yesterday, here's the stat I've never seen after 1 quarter. 4 penalties, 3 timeouts, and 1 missed field goal. I've never seen that in the history of football that I've been watching. Not just the Jets, every football game. I watch a lot of football on Sunday. I don't move on a Sunday. I do not move. I watch whatever I can. I've never
Mm-hmm.
seen in 1 quarter, 15 minutes of football, a team have 4 penalties, 3 timeouts already used, and 1 missed field goal. And a blocked extra point that cost us the game. And I said to you, Kevin, that was going to come back to haunt us.
Is it the play not coming in on time? Is it him getting the play, Rogers, and not liking the play and waiting for something else? I don't
He's got to
understand.
speed it up. If Father Time has really slowed this man down, where even his brain capacity is not comprehending
Processing
quick enough,
too
you
many
know,
mushrooms, man.
yeah. Him with his sangue,
Yeah,
sangue,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
sangue.
He's embracing the darkness, he said.
Yeah. All I woke up this morning and all I kept, and I played this song 50 times in my head. All I kept playing in all day today was Overkill's Elimination.
Yeah, yeah. I saw you post that, and then I said, "Hello from the gutter."
Yeah. Yeah. That's the
Right?
fucking Jets.
Perfect
Two and
compliment,
six.
right?
There are high school football teams that are not fucking out of it yet, that are still fighting for their little playoffs. And here we are, 2-6, and we're done. We are
Hello
done.
from the gutter.
I woke up and the first earbuzz was elimination.
Oh man,
Anyway, well, what can you say, Kevin? Like you said,
nothing.
that's it. 2-6. I guess what? You move on to basketball and the Knicks, you move on to hockey. I'm not a Yankee fan, so I'm not moving
Rangers.
on to that.
Thank God for the Rangers.
Yeah, I just wonder, Kevin, at what point, and it's not going to happen, do you say to Rodgers, listen, if you're planning on coming back this year, next year, then let's sit you out, get you healthy. We're already done, and let's see what Tyron Taylor can do as a scrambled quarterback.
You can't move as it is.
Yeah,
So before you
yeah,
get killed back there,
yeah, yeah. Anyway, that's it for me, Kevin, because
yeah. Listen, been driving around brewing about this shit all day. So
3 games, 3 games. Because our field goal kicker sucks, we lost by 1 point, 3 points, and 3 points.
And he's still on the team.
Yep. Yeah. This team, as sucky as this team is, should be 5-3. And we're
Hmm.
saying to ourselves, my God, as bad as we're playing, we're 5-3. Maybe
And
the
try
football
and trying to get your shit together still.
Yeah, and
Yes.
maybe the
Yeah.
football gods are finally turning the page on us because we shouldn't be 5-3. But
Right.
no, and I hate to put all the blame on this kid because I'm sure someone else will tell me, "Oh, it's Rogers' fault." It's wrong. I'm sure there's a Jet fans and we're all divided on whose fault it is. But when I
Well, I
look at
said I
that
said they all
Zerline,
took turns, but points are points.
yeah,
Points
yeah,
are points. And you don't leave points on the field.
yeah. And if you
Period.
had that Seabird here right now, we might be 5-3.
Hmm. Hmm.
Who knows? Maybe he makes a few in Minnesota and we beat them. I don't know. Oh no.
Don't know.
But to lose 3 games because your field goal kicker is inept and you kept him around this week, which cost us the New England game, just totally blows my effing mind.
Every kick he goes out there, he misses. That's what it seems like. It seems like he's been missing forever. Like,
9 for 15 this year, Kevin. He's the worst in the league.
and now you expect he goes out. You say to yourself, he's going to miss. He's going
Of
to miss.
course. Of course.
And what does he do? He
He
misses.
misses. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the Keystone Cops, like a comedy act.
So, and I'll say it again for the fans who missed it, is 9 for 15 in field goals, 6 missed field goals, the most in the NFL.
Mhm.
31 other teams have not missed as much as he has in a half a season. 6 missed field goals. Four of them, sorry, cost us the game. Because
How
if he would have
many?
made,
How
good.
many did he have all year last year? I wonder. How many misses?
That's a good question. I'll go back and do some research.
Just
You know
curious.
what? Well, you know what, Kevin? Last year's last year.
Yeah, but
Last year is last year. This
yeah,
man's cost us 3 games and he's still here.
yep,
So
yep.
accountability is out the window.
And I mean, who does that fall on? Who does that fall on? Joe D? For
I don't know.
that he's still here? The coaches? Is it on Albrecht that not going to Joe D and saying get this guy out of here?
He's killing us. Where's Joe D? Shouldn't Joe D be saying this? Joe D's job's on the line. The only thing I'm led to believe is that Joe D already has a contract in hand and it's signed. It's just not announced because he's been very quiet. He's been very quiet.
Very, very quiet. Very, very tight-lipped.
Yeah. So unless there's something going on under the table where he knows he's clearing everybody out and he's already starting to get the wheels turning, I don't know because we didn't hear him when the Adams trade went down. We
You'd
didn't
think
hear
he'd
him
come
when
out
the
and say
Hassan
something,
Reddick trade went down.
right?
You didn't hear him when Salah got fired. This team on defense looks disgusting for the first in the 3 weeks under Albrecht, and we haven't heard a peep from Joe D.
Nope, not a word. You haven't even seen him. You haven't heard him.
No.
Nothing.
Miss
Nope.
MIA. MIA, where's he been? Is he buried under the goalpost in fucking the
With
Meadowlands?
Jimmy Hoffa.
MetLife with Hoffa? He's on the other side of Hoffa.
Shit.
Anyway, Kevin, we better go because we're going to talk about this bullshit all fucking night. And this
Yeah.
team is not worth our time
No.
anymore. They're really
No.
not. I'm so glad.
Or everybody else's.
Yeah, but I heard some people say, oh, they're not going to do their season tickets. I hope they're right. This is why I don't wear Jet stuff anymore. I'm tired of spending money on this bullshit.
A lot of cancellations, I hear.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe if it hits Woody in the pocket, you know, the Mariners always wanted to have competitive football in December. They lived for that. And when they didn't get it, they made sure they made changes to get that. This Woody Johnson doesn't give a shit. It's like a fun piece of equipment. Like, yeah, it's like Monopoly. I own a football team. Lucky me. Do something for this team.
Well, listen, I'm not a Woody guy, but in his defense, brought in these players. Look at your roster. Look at this roster. They said, "Go do what you got to do. Here's the
Yeah.
money." Blah
Well,
blah blah.
you're right. You're right.
And
This team
it's
has what?
it's
This
you
team
can't
has what?
him. They suck.
This team has what? About eight All Stars on it? Nine All Stars
Yes,
on it?
yes.
Yeah. Anyway, all right,
So
brother. We'll
that's it.
talk.
All right, you guys. See you Thursday.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yay. Yep.
Yay. Yeah. Ho, ho, ho. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween.
Yeah. Will there be a trick or a treat Thursday night?
Oh man. More like a razor blade in the apple.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you guys. We'll talk to you later. Jet up.